Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday ad. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks. And it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday ad.
All right, Rob, they're going to go for two here. Campbell comes back in at quarterback.
That's good to see. Well,
hit hard again, and that looked like that was a read option, and somebody didn't get all the signals called in there. So 48-26, 6:03 to go in this ball game. Got to believe you're going to see an onside kick here, Rob.
That's Kadrian Smith. That was made that tackle over there. He's played a really good football game today too.
Buy a new Ford truck today at Big Star Ford and get a free Yeti cooler. How about an F-150, $11,000 off or $299 a month and a free Yeti cooler? Huge discounts, most for your trade, 0% financing, and a free Yeti cooler. $14,000 off F-250s. That's an F-250, $14,000 off or $399 a month. Or how about shop 24/7 BigStarFord.com, just 10 miles south of downtown Houston on 288. You drive, we listen.
You know, we're sitting here calling this game with 6:08 to go. They just announced a set of keys were turned in, and both of us reached for our pocket to see if they were ours.
It wouldn't have been the first time, I can assure you of that.
Oh.
Well, let's see what they do here with an onside kick. Probably the most exciting play in sports is the onside kick in a football game. Got a bad hop, and it just bounced right up to the guy. That's a chance you take.
And that's one of their big hand receivers, Williams, there, that fielded that ball very, very cleanly. Looked like there was going to be a flag on the play. I'm not quite sure what they're going to call here.
Well, I think they're going to decline now. We may see a whole new set of backs in here this go around. Backs and receiver. I see Alex Wood over here on the sideline. He won't be back.
Yeah, Eric Spencer back in there at quarterback.
Cameron Rose. I don't think we're going to see.
Number 21's in there. Callaway at running back. Callaway's going to pick up 11 yards right there. We'll call it, well, going to be close.
They're still getting after it.
Yep, going to be a second down and about a half yard here. Ball going to be placed down at the 29.5-yard line of the Eagles. Did go out of bounds, stop the clock with 5:59 to go here in the fourth quarter of our ball game.
You know, Bert, I didn't know what we're to expect when we came out here. I knew Spring had a good football team, but I'm not sure these guys don't have a chance to go a long way.
Going to be a quarterback draw straight there. Going to pick up first down and go out and get knocked out of bounds. So the ball's going to be put down right there on the 25-yard line, and that's where Spring will have a 1st and 10.
A lot of speed on the Spring Lions team.
Like I said, coming in here tonight, and I want to make sure I clarify it, the K Park Panthers are going to get the victory tonight, and they're going to come out of this game with a 31-24 victory. So what a great job, Coach Holly, with your crew there, and your continued success here in 5A ball at 5-0 the last 5 games. Great job, Coach.
Yeah, they've played some really good football down the stretch, and it all started with a big upset they had of CE King that nobody gave them a chance.
Looks like Spring's going to take their final timeout. And, Rob, they got a lot of the second team out there right now, so I'm sure they're going through progressions, even though in their first series they had to take 2 with their first guys out there.
That was with the big boys. But this is good learning. This is good for the young ones that are in there, and it's good if you're a senior and you've been in the program the whole time. It's good to get in there and get some time in a playoff game, because this is something they'll always remember.
Robin, you take a game like this and you look at it through and through. Right, with about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, the Eagles were down by only 7 points, and with 2.5 minutes to go, they were down by 14, and with 21 seconds to go in the half, they were down by 21. So, there's a lot of change, and then they came out here and nice job there by the quarterback, waiting on his blockers. Going to pick up about 5 yards on that play, so that's going to bring up a third down, and we'll call it a short 10.
Back to your point, Bert, that's what we were talking about in an offense like this that can strike so quick from so far out. You play good football, and everybody's doing the right thing, and you look up and you're 14, and then you're 21, and now it's out of hand, and that those kind of things happen with a strict quick strike offense like this.
Yeah, and Jones really struggled the first half until right there before the half, where he broke for a 60-plus yard run. But you know what? No big deal. They went to their quarterback. They went to number 11, Cameron Rose, there for them, and they just did a phenomenal job of picking up big plays. And if you really think about it, this team here is going to have an opportunity to go deep, because in reality, there's not really a score. They could be down by 14, even 21 points. And like we've seen with Pearland here 2 weeks ago against Manville, 21 points can be made up quickly when you're a good football and a high-powered offense.
Yeah, you can make up some points, and like you say, you're never really out of it.
And their defense, as we've done all night long, bragged about. Wow. There's their backup sophomore quarterback.
Eric Spencer. It looks like they may be in good hands next year, too. But they're going to turn the ball over, and Atascocita is going to get the ball back. It's a tough loss for Atascocita, and their season will be over tonight. But I said this earlier, and I'm going to say it again. They continue to come out and play hard, and there's still a lot of fight left in those Eagles over there.
No doubt about that, Rob. These guys, and like I said, it hurts when you lose a playoff game. And here we go, straight up the middle. That's Campbell running north and south there, and he's going to do what he's done a lot tonight, pick up about 17 yards, and then also do what he's done a lot, get hit hard. So
yeah, he's done that a lot tonight. I think Spring's got too many guys on the field. We're going to see a penalty here. I think Spring was getting ready to play with about 16 on the field that time.
Well, I'm sure on a few of these plays for Atascocita,
it looked like there was 16 out there.
Sure, the Spring Lions, they felt like there were 16 out there, and a couple of these big boys in the middle there. They covered a lot.
There was 26 out there with those guys.
I'm just so impressed with this Spring football team, and and like we said, this is our first time to see them.
We didn't know what to expect.
We're the home of Humble Independent School District High School Sports, and we watch them all year long, but going to be ruled out of bounds there. Going to attempt to throw that ball to number 12, Whiningham there.
But, you know, it's still good to see a lot of these kids get in there and play, because we talk about the blue chippers and the college prospects, but 90% of these kids are never going to get to play football again. So it's good to see them get out and get a little of this too.
Rob, there's no ands, ifs, and buts about that. I mean, you know, there's a lot of these kids, even some of the better ones last year that, you know, I thought would potentially go on and possibly play somewhere. They decided to go to different formats and go to school for where they wanted to go to college, on the educational side.
You look at a lot of the teams that are successful. And Atascocita just got a frustration penalty. But you look at a lot of the teams that are successful. You look at the Lake Travises and the West Lakes and the people up there, South Lake Carroll. And most of those, they have some really good players, but most of those kids they win with are just role players that never do play in college. And they just get the most out of what they have and are very successful doing that.
Well, you know, Mike Renfro is, of course, a great buddy of yours and a good friend of mine. And, you know, he talked about his son and how good they were and what they did, but didn't go to the next level. And Mike was, as everybody knows, unbelievable player in the NFL even. So, you know.
And that's what makes high school football great, is that's what they do. And like we saw it last night at Deer Park, you know, the one-horse town. People turn out to see that. Great catch.
Quan Shorts there on a very, very nice job. Good throw by Campbell. And that's what's been missing tonight. They have not had that play right there. And I told you before this game ever started, if Atascocita was going to win this game, number one was going to have at least 2, if not 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
And that's where it's at. I mean, and not in mop-up time. He was going to have it in the heat of battle. So, again, it's just Campbell's just had so much pressure on him tonight.
I have not seen anything like that in a long time, the pressure they put on that quarterback. They were in their backfield all night long, and that makes it awful tough.
And again, Atascocita's had some big plays and put up some points here, but
yeah, they have.
Campbell's definitely looked up and had somebody right there.
Right now.
Had somebody in his face. And
he just had to get it out of there.
Yeah, no way to put anything on that ball right there.
No.
But that's where the receiver almost. But when you're running on a streak route like that, it's hard for you to think your quarterback's going to be in trouble there. So
yeah, he doesn't have time to see what's going on behind him. But
that was right on cue, Rob. You know, I said he's had pressure on him all night. He didn't have a second there.
And these are the backups.
2:08 to go in this ball game. 48 Spring, 26 Atascocita. Going to be a quick pass out here and drop.
That sums up the entire night, right there. You could throw that ball to Winningham 20 times and that wouldn't happen, but that's just the way it's gone for the Atascocita Eagles tonight.
Well, we've seen a bunch of this. 4th and 10, 3rd and 10. You know, and so here we go, minute 58 to go in the ball game. We're going to have a 4th down and 10. Play clock down to about 14 seconds here. They're making some shifts and some adjustments. Here comes the blitz again. Woo! It is picked up nicely there.
That's
got a man wide open.
No, he got out of bounds.
Wow. Tyvon Thompson could have walked backwards into the end zone there, but unfortunately his momentum took him out of bounds. But it was a completion, and he did pick up a 1st down, so Eagles will have the ball on the 5-yard line. 1:52 to go here in the ball game. Spring is blitzing like crazy. They don't care what the scoreboard says. They do not want them to score right now.
They do not, and that's just how they do business at Spring. That's just the pressure they put on them, and boy, they do a good job of it.
Yeah, and you can see these coaches down here for these lines. They're still coaching.
They all of them still have their headsets on, and they're coaching. Little hand fighting down there, but I guess not enough to worry about.
Yeah, I think the ball was really overthrown there, too. That would have been a catchable ball. Might have been a different scenario, but it's within 5 yards even, so.
Well, we're back down to 3rd down again.
Ball on the 6-yard line. Campbell in the gun. Here comes the pressure.
Here they come. That was just good defense right there.
Really good defense. So, once again, 4th down and 6.
We've seen that a lot tonight. That's just really good defense down there from Spring, and I believe these are the number 2s out there, and they're still playing hard.
Fourth and 6. Takes a snap. And the Spring defense, like I said, still playing hard.
They are still playing hard. We've seen that many, many times tonight. They just keep coming at you.
Glad to call this game for you. I am Bert Brocker, head coach of your TexanDrive.com. So, been a fantastic year for Atascocita. Don't know exactly. We also do cover Pearland, so be interesting to see how the playoffs go. Also, K Park got a victory tonight, so depending on the layout of it, very easily could have that game next week. But with 1:31 to go in the ball game, I imagine you're going to see a V formation here, Rob.
Yeah, I don't think either team wants to stop the clock now.
Nope.
They're just going to snap it, and everybody's going to get out of here.
Yes, sir.
But it has been a great year for Atascocita, and Spring will move on, and it's been a really good year for the Eagles, and they'll be back. Don't think Coach Stump won't have them back and ready to play.
Without doubt. I mean, and it's just one of those years. Plus, Davion Boyd will be back for the Eagles next year. He threw for 240-something yards in a quarter and a half. Unfortunately, went down for the season in the very first game. And Davion, I got an opportunity to see him at the Adidas State Championship, and what an athlete he is. I was up there with him, and so
yeah,
anyway.
Atascocita has no reason to hang their head.
No.
They were competitive all year and played good football, and should be very proud of what they've done this year.
A lot of big victories here. Spring got a victory against Atascocita. Klein Oak got a victory last night against the Woodlands. So, anyway.
All right, so Spring will be playing in Bryan next week.
Yeah, against Lake Travis. So, that's where we're headed. Once again, I'm Bert Brocker. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day.